Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Civilization 6 in our 8 Ages of Rome series. I've been doing some thinking since the last recording, I believe, of episode 6, and I have decided that we are in prime position to continue pushing forward against Congo. There's a couple of different reasons for this. First of all, we're behind. Just period. And Congo is also one of the most advanced races on the map. We're not far behind them. I keep saying races. Civilizations. They're one of the most advanced civilizations on the map. I'm playing too much Stellaris. So we need to deal with that civ. And the best way to do it, since we have such a strong military built up, is we just need to keep conquering them. So we're going to conquer Yerevan. We're not going to set Yerevan free. We're actually going to keep Yerevan because we're going to begin the Roman Empire as of now. It also looks like there's a Congolese city down here. We might actually go for their capital first. I'm just going to push forward with this military that I've built up and work on that. Also, I have had this settler sitting doing nothing for way too long. I'm actually going to send them to this location right now. It's going to take a few turns, 2 more after this one, and I will start a new city there. It's not a perfect location because there's no mountains, but there is rainforest nearby, so there's places where a campus could go, and that way I have another city contributing to the economy. And on that note, also, very soon, I'm going to need to build a commercial district. We're building the Colosseum in Rome, which is going to be awesome, but I need commercial districts for a couple of reasons. Number one, they provide raw gold income, but number two, they also give me the ability to start additional trade routes, and at this point, that's desperately needed because I have a gold problem. I would much rather try and keep my entire army as it is. I know what some of you are saying, just kill some of your units. After how much of a slog that war for one city was, I want to keep as many of these experienced units around as possible to win this victory. So that's what we're going to do. Let's go to the next turn. It's 470 AD. We were at war with the Congo for like 100 years. And see, here he comes. He's still got some fight in him. England has just declared war on Vilnius. Where's Vilnius? I'm guessing down here.
We are all apprentices in a craft where no one ever becomes a master.
Oh, interesting. They declared war on Vilnius over here. Huh. I'm not a fan of that. All right, so this unit is just going to heal up, because that's what they need to do. We get a few units. Let's see, this unit would be a stalemate. Let's go ahead and move this one into place. Can you fire? Yes, you can. Do that. This unit is not... You can fire too. Let's move you here. Really? Can you fire, or was the game just faking me out? Okay, that might be the movement-related bug that has been mentioned in the patch or the description of 8 Ages of Pace. So that's unfortunate. Let's try and get some more units into position to fend these guys off. So we're gonna go for Yerevan and then probably go for their capital in pretty rapid fashion. A little bit of a blitzkrieg here, if you will. Blitzkrieg means lightning war, for those of you who are not familiar with the term. Okay, let's see what our next technology choice should be. Looks like shipbuilding. Yeah, we're behind a little bit there, so we need to catch up there and get shipbuilding done. We don't have any coastal cities. We're about to have a coastal city, but we don't right now. All right, this unit, we're going to move this direction and help scout for any Congolese units that might try and come in this way. You just need to skip your turn. Okay, I guess I can move you 1 step farther, and I guess I can move you 2 then. Okay. Well, skip. Skip. I'm tired of giving those units orders. You can't move there, so I don't know. Okay. Let's go ahead and move this unit down here, and then have them fortify. So there, we've got a few units in defensive positions behind our ranks here. But we've got Mbumbi locked down. All right, they're firing on our units, but they're not going to be able to do that much damage, and they're just going to keep giving me combat experience, which is perfect. Okay, now. So he wants to make peace now. We're going to refuse those offers, because in order to come back and be competitive in this game, we pretty much have to be the Roman Empire. It's a little bit late. It's 500 AD. This is what I've said many, many times as a Civilization player. I would love for mods, I would love for the vanilla game even to give you options to wage more complete wars in the different eras of history. I would love to have... I have to say, that's a really annoying... I find that very, very obnoxious. I find it very grating, and it's not just because I'm in a frustrating situation right now. I would have expected a more dignified behavior from Queen Victoria, but instead she's just flipping out uncontrollably. I'm not sure I understand the reasoning behind that creative decision. But anyway, let's go ahead and fight against some of these guys here that are nearby. Just do a little bit of damage. These archers looks like they can fire. And also, once we do have some more gold, we can upgrade to crossbowmen, which is really going to be useful for finishing this war a little bit faster. Alright, you just need to heal up, as do you. Looks like we have extra envoys. Alright, let's get some gold by sending one envoy to Amsterdam. Confirm placement. The game is not telling me about my extra gold yet, but that's fine. We're going to have this unit cross the river. I'm just going to move these a few steps closer. Meanwhile, this settler is ready. Puteoli has been founded. We're at 2.5 gold now because we have that extra road, that extra trading post that's just been founded. Let's go ahead and work on a granary. We need that city to grow as rapidly as possible. We can also build a bath district there to get them some additional fresh water. So we're going to do that. But just not right now. Now, what are you doing? This would be a minor victory. Tell you what, you just fortify. That's all I need you to do. Alright, you stay put. You stay put. We have this legionnaire. I'm just using this unit to make sure no one else tries to sneak around these mountains like they did the last time. Alright. So I'm going to guess that at this point, Congo is going to start begging for peace. Pretty frequently. Alright, this unit could be in danger. Or not, because they just got a promotion. So that's phenomenal news. At this point, Congo is kind of just throwing their units at my wall of legions, which is hilarious because my units are just going to level up, and it's going to make it that much easier to conquer his territory. Okay. Thank you, Cleopatra. You're finally being nice to me. Alright, this unit's available for promotion, so let's go ahead and give them the Tortoise promotion so that they can withstand ranged attack. And then we're going to definitely... Tell you what, let's move in with this unit here. Use this unit here. Alright, so that catapult's gone. This horseman is about to be dead. Which means we're going to be able to move our legion forward here. And let's also move our catapult forward. You go there. Perfect. Alright, we're going to move this unit there. And... let's see, you are still going to go that direction. So this is also useful because we haven't ever scouted in this direction. We need to find out exactly what's going on with the terrain so that we can make good tactical decisions about attacking Yerevan. Or not Yerevan, but the city that's south of Yerevan. There might even be more than one city. We're going to have to see, because the borders are doing something funky here. So either they've bought an additional tile, or there's more going on there. We're kind of flying blind, but it's necessary. I am deliberately moving these units across these rivers as soon as possible so that they can get those movement impediments out of the way. Alright, you can just... actually, wait. No, you need to... do I not have the option to... yeah, wake up. Fortified so healed. Thank you. Alright, so this unit is also going to come in from behind. 4 turns until the Colosseum is done. 2 turns until the arena is done here, which will help with the amenities problem in Ravenna. We still have a great scientist that requires, unfortunately, a holy site, and we don't have any holy sites. Yeah, it's nice to have strong... okay, people are approving of me now because I have more of an income. That's nice, at least. Alright, so... again, they're kind of throwing their army at my legions. These units are not to be underestimated, though. Okay, now you're saying nice things to me. Okay. Egypt is trading with Russia. That's not the best news. So they're no longer at war with each other. Alright, yeah, let's fire on these guys. We really need crossbowmen. It's unfortunate that we don't have the income to promote some of these archers to crossbowmen, because crossbowmen are substantially more powerful. Alright, you guys just swap places. Oh, you can actually attack. Excellent. Do it. Take him out. Front flip. Goodbye. Okay, that was satisfying. We're almost to turn 100 of this game. Let's go ahead and move this unit here. This unit's still healing. This unit, I think, is also still healing. That unit we might be able to promote to a crossbowman if we're lucky. We'll see how it goes. Yep, you're healing. Alright, this is our unit that we just promoted, so they're going to come in and take care of some of the What's this unit type? These are Nagao Mabeba units. Alright, you need to move. You need to move. So we've got a really nice front line now, and our economic situation seems to have turned around a little bit, so I'm pretty happy with the way things are looking at the moment. We're going to try and take Yerevan somewhat quickly. And then move on whatever city they have down here. Okay. Again, the more combat we do, the better. They are welcome to attack my units. They're not strong enough to really... They're not strong enough to kill really any of these units, to tell you the truth. That war for the one city, even though it took forever, it slowly wore down their entire army, which is quite nice. Alright, so I definitely need to build a commercial hub here, but also, hang on. Yeah, I've got to go for the... Well, maybe I should go for the watermill first. Watermill has no maintenance, and it's a food and production bonus. Yeah, let's go for the watermill first. And then... we're going to keep pushing forward with our army here. Oh, good. Archer's promotable. That's really, really good news. Okay, I'm actually going to have these guys fortify up because they're not quite strong enough just yet. We're going to move these guys here so that the units that are weaker are protected while they heal up. Let's go ahead and start. We're going to bring these guys around this direction. We're going to have some legions. We might even be able to take 2 cities at once, to tell you the truth. I might take this archer down here and have them attack whatever's going on down here at the same time as we're attacking Yerevan. That would be fantastic. It would be a great way to very quickly expand the empire and turn the game around. Our income's already dropping a little bit. We're 2 turns away from the Colosseum being done. How's everyone looking on the tech map? Alright, so we're still in the rear pack, so to speak. Someone just moved up and joined the front pack, so someone just moved ahead of us. Alright, so our catapult. Awesome! Let's give them the shrapnel promotion. Catapult is now much more damaging even than it was before. Alright, let's move in with this unit and finish off these guys. Because we promoted the catapult, unfortunately, that does mean that we will not be able to use it this turn, which is a little annoying. But it is what it is. Let's have these units continue to fortify. Meanwhile... Oh yeah, that unit was promotable. My bad. We're going to have this great general just hang out in Mabumbi until more of our units are military class units, because right now there's not really any use for them. I feel bad saying that, but there's not. There's not any use for the Great General, for Genghis Khan, because he is a military, or he is a medieval, excuse me, not military, he's a medieval class great person, and his benefits go to medieval class units. Medieval age, rather. I just recorded an episode of The Long Dark, and a problem I had in that episode is carrying over to this one. I'm blubbering today. I don't know why. Anyway, let's... What, you have nothing you can do. Just fortify. Why don't I have the option to just skip your turn? I should have a skip turn option. Spacebar's not working. I don't understand. Okay, well, we're going to have to fortify and then remember about that unit, because the game is not giving me the option to move him. All right, so it looks like Islam is moving in from Spain. That's ironic that Spain's religion is Islam.
Stands, Rome shall stand. When the Colosseum falls, Rome shall fall. When Rome falls, the world shall fall.
Well, Rome fell a while ago, so either we're okay or we're doomed. Alright, so that's that.
There is nothing but a plank between a sailor and eternity.
Excellent. Alright, so let's choose our next research project since we finished that one. Stirrups, we can build a knight. Or we can also go for military tactics and get pikemen. Yeah, let's go ahead and go for the knight, because the more medieval era units we can have sooner, the better off we're going to be. All right, we're going to go for Arrow Storm here because we want additional damage on our units. Rome, definitely go for that commercial hub. Where's the best place? Oh, wow, there's a couple of really good spots for a commercial hub. Now we're going to build one. I think the campus is getting an adjacency bonus. Hang on. Before, let's have a closer look at their adjacency bonuses. Are you going to tell me where the bonuses are coming from? +2, and then okay, so that I know for a fact that jungle is not helping because these 2 mountains are what's giving me the extra 2 points on the campus. So I am safe to replace that jungle with a commercial hub, and we're going to do that because it's going to give us +3 gold. See, we're still at +4 there. Everything's just fine. And we're going to keep moving these units in. All right, there is apparently another Congolese city down here, and it might fall pretty quickly. Okay, this unit can't quite fire just yet. I want to have them fortify there for a second. Same here. So we're not quite using up all of our movement points on these centurions, or these legionnaires, because I really want them to level up. Now this is our fortified unit. This is our unit that we just promoted. We also have a level 2 archer back here. Again, all the more reason to want to promote these units to crossbowmen as soon as possible, but we need a good amount of gold to make it happen. All right, so their army is still putting up something of a fight. All right, so they want peace. We're going to refuse. If I'm lucky, I think we should just be able to completely conquer Congo in one fell swoop here. Hey, large urban center will soon require a corps of bureaucrats. Your progress towards civil service has advanced considerably. Very good. All right, so we're over 100 gold in the treasury again. That's good news. Yeah, let's go ahead and get these guys some combat experience, because this is a level 1 unit that's on the front line. So we want to try and get them promoted. Good old front flip there. Very good. Let's go ahead and use our catapult. Say goodbye. All right, so Yerevan has medieval walls. It's going to be tough to conquer. All right, let's move in here and see what we're looking at. Can't quite see a city yet, but we're going to be able to soon. And meanwhile, we have this archer that I'm going to use. We're going to use this archer to conquer whatever city's down here. Hopefully, it doesn't need more than that. I'm hoping it's a new city that they've just found that we can conquer relatively quickly. Okay, this is a fully healed unit. We're going to go ahead and move into position around Yerevan. We want to get the city under siege so that it can't heal. And being under siege just means that the zone of control tiles of any nearby units completely surround the city. Rivers will block zone of control, so we need to work with the rivers as well. Okay, so hopefully that was enough combat experience to promote that unit. Not quite. Oh, interesting. Egypt wants a joint war, and they're offering... No, I'm not going to do that. I'm sorry, Egypt. He's got a number of units in my borders right now. Actually, he doesn't. But just that thought makes me incredibly nervous.
With the advance of feudalism came the growth of iron armor, until, at last, a fighting man resembled an armadillo.
Okay, so we have some good new policies. Ancient and classical wonders are no longer really a thing. I'm going to go ahead and... see, +2 gold from all trade routes would be good too. There's a couple of good economic policies that I can train. It's serfdom that I really want, though. Newly trained builders gaining 2 extra builder actions. That's going to help us repair these newly conquered lands, as well as just build up our new cities faster. So let's go ahead and set our agenda. We're still in autocracy because, hey, Roman Empire. Okay, we have civil service now. Or we have access to civil service that's boosted. Let's go ahead and go for that. There's also mercenaries. These are just new civil policies. And I'm pretty happy with the ones I have. Okay, so that answers the question. We have the city already has walls, somehow. Medieval walls, in fact. We're just going to fortify this unit here. And tell you what, we need to get this catapult into position. We also need to get these units into position as well. So let's do this, and they should be able to fire on Yerevan in the next turn. They can't this turn, but next turn they should be able to. So fortify, you guys heal up, you guys heal up, you guys cross the river, you guys get ready to back up as well. We're going to be in pretty good shape to conquer Yerevan. I would imagine somewhat quickly, because they don't have a defending army anymore. We have really obliterated their army. Spain is conquering my cities, so Spain might be trying to go for a religious victory. We're going to have to keep an eye on that. Thankfully, we have our own religion, so we can push back, but that requires effort. England has conquered Vilnius. Okay, so England is now on our border. Hopefully they stay friendly to us while we are handling all these other shenanigans. All right, let's go ahead and fire on Yerevan. And we're going to try and get this archer in position here to also fire on Yerevan. Yeah, I'm not going to attack with these legionnaires just yet. I want to get the city on. Okay, good. It is under siege now, you can see, because we have zone of control on every tile surrounding the city. So that's useful. I will go ahead and attack it. Never mind. I said I wasn't going to, but I need to do a little bit more damage each turn. Plus, the combat experience will be good for these units. I'll have to keep a close eye on them, but I think it'll be a good thing. All right, so we need a commercial hub here. Well, actually, what I really need is a builder, to tell you the truth. Yeah, let's go ahead and go for a builder, because we have those extra charges on our builders as a result of that new policy. So we need to take advantage of that. Alright, I'm going to try and move this legion. Well, I might actually keep them there, because that gives zone of control there. Then I just need a legion here and here, and I'll have the city under siege. There's also a builder that we might try and conquer. Yes, by all means, continue to give me combat experience. That would be wonderful. Refuse. Okay, so they have done a little bit of damage to my catapult now. That's unfortunate.
Few inventions have been so simple as the stirrup, but few have had so catalytic an influence on history.
Indeed. Let's go for military tactics, so we get access to the pikemen and to Hueteocalli, but we're probably not going to build that wonder. We're way too focused on conquering things right now. Which is, I hope, understandable. Alright, you just fortify up. This archer is still on their way down. This archer is getting into position. Alright, we're going to do a little bit more damage to their walls, but we might have to withdraw this catapult next turn, because they're a formidable opponent here. This city's going to be tough to capture. Alright, let's have these units fortify up for a turn, because they are damaged. And then this unit, we're going to have you come in and just basically be the backup. We're going to have a couple of layers of legions here, so that as legions get hurt, we can withdraw them, have them heal, and they can maintain the siege around Yerevan. We don't have that opportunity down here at Mabanza Nasundi. So this could go well, or perhaps not. It just depends on these classical era units' ability to deal damage to a medieval era city. So we'll have to see how that goes. Okay, so this archer is available for another promotion, which is fantastic. Plus 10 combat strength when defending versus city attacks. Yeah, let's do that, because we're going to be using you to siege down a lot of cities. So they did not attack the catapult that turn. They attacked the archer instead, which, again, allowed the archer to get promoted, which I find hilarious. Yeah, none of these units are quite ready to be a part of the assault. But one thing I can do is this. So this slightly changes my strategy that I just mentioned. It does, because now I'm not able to rotate in as many legions, but we'll be able to wear the city down faster because it's literally surrounded now at this point. Okay, yeah, we'll go ahead and attack with these legions as well. Okay, we managed to actually take out one of their defenders, which is good. Yerevan probably will fall. Still need to get that unit down to Mabans and Nasundi. So, as you can see, now this city is under siege as well because of the way we have our units positioned. So we're just going to have them fortify. And yeah, this unit can fortify too. And let's go to the next turn. Mabumbi does have an amenities problem. But we can fix that, I think. No, both of the units near them, or both of the special resources are improved. Sugar and tea near Mabumbi. Alright, we're one turn away from the commercial hub, which means we're going to have room for an extra trade route. And then we are one turn away from a builder in Ravenna. Alright, there's our extra trade route. Let's go ahead and build a trader in Rome. Meanwhile, how much does it cost to upgrade? 135 gold. So don't have to worry about that just yet. But as soon, maybe after we conquer Yerevan, the archers in their territory will be able to upgrade to crossbowmen, and they'll be much more powerful. All right, now let's go for the commercial hub in Ravenna. Oh yeah, another +3 gold spot. It's on a farming spot, so we're gonna have to build farms elsewhere. But we have builders nearby. We're okay. Okay, you just need to fortify this turn. As do you. Right, now we can actually fire on Yerevan with some of our advanced units. Okay. We're pretty close. We're not there yet. Let's let one more turn cycle while these units are healing up. They have no defenses whatsoever, though. That's the nice thing about this. All right, we're going to bring this builder over here and improve those sheep. Let's have a quick look at missing what's happening with our... Alright, sheep just give a food bonus. That's what I thought. Okay, so Mabans and Nasundi attacked our legionnaire here. You can tell from the health bar. Alright, and this archer is actually in trouble. We need to back them out. Alright, we're going to pull them back so they don't die. And one of our units is... Oh, cool! This unit got promoted. That's great news. So let's go ahead and give Tortoise, because those ranged attacks won't do as much damage. And we're going to move this archer into position. They're going to be able to attack Mabans and Nasundi very, very soon. Now this should wear down the very last of Yerevan's outer walls. You might even see it graphically. Yep, you can see the burning defensive tower there, I think. So, or that might just be the burning city. But regardless, we're now in a much better position to just siege down the city. I might even be able to do it right now. Hang on, let's see how this goes. That's about 1/3. That's about that. None of these units will die if they attack Yerevan. Yep, I can do it right now. Alright, so there's another unit surrounding Yerevan at the moment. Actually, I should have used that one to attack him. So let's go ahead and attack with... Oh, there's actually a couple of units. Oh no! This horseman might be able to take out these archers in the next turn. I hope that doesn't happen. Alright, let's focus on Yerevan, though. Let's take out their city. And take away their advantage. Alright, decisive victory. There it is. That Legion unit got torn apart taking that city. But we got it. Oh, why thank you, Germany. Alright, so our knowledge of astronomy has advanced considerably. We've captured a unit from Congo, because there was a builder in town. That's going to be handy. We are definitely going to keep it. So Yerevan is now a part of the Roman Empire. We need to repair the monument, first and foremost. Let's go ahead and build that pasture for a food bonus. And on that note, now that we've captured Yerevan, and we're on the way to... Actually, yeah, we are on the way to capturing Mabans and Nasundi. Looks like there's another city over here, so we have some more work to do. But Congo is going to get wiped out. Let's have a look at how they're doing. They're still ahead of us in the tech game. We're in the rear pack. Spain and Egypt are there with us, as well as India. But as soon as we conquer these guys, we're probably going to turn our attention to Russia so that we can get our original city spot back. That was going to be one of our cities. And I totally derped. I should have founded a city there with the settler that I had to pull back from that spot. But I was so angry. My vision was clouded in a haze of red. And I wanted to conquer Mabumbi. So lesson learned for next time. If you build a settler and you know you need a city, and you lose the spot where you're going to build your city, find the next best spot and build a damn city. Which is part of why I built Puteoli at the beginning of this episode. So anyway, we've got work to do, but it's going really well. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If you're not subscribed already, I upload new episodes in 8 Ages of Rome every day at noon, Eastern Standard Time. Not Eastern Daylight Time. Eastern Daylight Time is over. I've been over this several times. Eastern Standard Time, which is GMT -5. For those of you not in the States, and comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next episode.